Mutations are effects that only change the look of your creature, and you have like a 1% chance, 5% chance to get them depending on the mutation. And in this video, I'm going to show you guys all the different mutations in one video. We don't know how valuable or rare a mutation is anymore because the developers of the game, they basically changed the chances, and I think they made it so that the bigger the server you're in, the higher the chance you get a mutation, and it's just really random, so even the developers don't know the chances, I think. But I'm also going to tell you guys how to get each one. This video will be split into 4 parts. The natural mutations, the ones that you can get all the time normally from nesting or, I don't know, growing, whatever. And then we have the special mutations, which you need plushies for, I think. And then we have the Halloween mutations, which are on Halloween. And then we have the monthly mutations, like the November, December, February, March mutations. Each month has its own, like, mutation, basically. For number 1, we have the Melanistic. And this one is pretty obvious. It turns your entire creature black. And I think it just has yellow eyes. This is just basically a mutation that turns you into Batman. This is also the second most common mutation, I'm pretty sure. Before they removed the chances, it was 9% to get it every time you get nested. It's a pretty cool little mutation if you want to be sneaky, you know, and not be seen. But there is a better mutation for that, and you guys will see it soon. For number 3, we have albinism, which is basically the albino. So I don't know what the chance is, but the albino basically is the most common one, I'm pretty sure, and it's from nesting. And it turns your entire creature white except for the eyes, which makes them red. For number 4, we have the Glimmer. And the Glimmer, everybody knows about this. It's a 5% chance when you reach age 100, and it is the most common mutation, I think. Well, albino's more common, but it's from nesting, and this one, whatever, you get the point. But this one basically makes your creature glimmer. Like, some parts of your body are gonna turn neon, which makes your creature look pretty much cooler. Then we have the Glowtail, which I actually have a creature of here, and it's a Glowtail Valkyrie. And yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory, the Glowtail. It just makes your tail glow, basically. And I'm not really a fan of this one, because it kind of makes the creature look odd, but it makes some creatures look very cool. So yeah. For number 6, we have the Overgrown mutation, and this is one of the rare ones. This used to be a 1% chance, so that's around what it is now, from hatching from a nest. This one basically makes you look like a tree / rock. I don't know, but it looks very cool on creatures like Null Rock and this creature over here in Swim, I think. Honestly, I honestly don't like Overgrown on like small creatures and whatever, but Overgrown on these kinds of creatures like the tier 5s, it looks insane. I think it will look so good on Takamurath. Next up we have Piebald. Now this one is one of my favorites. It looks good on like every creature. It turns that white and orange and brown. It makes you look like a pie. Actually, I think it's based on an actual condition or something. I don't know. But this is a Piebald Galgaea, and my favorite Piebald is probably the Somnia Illus. It looks very cool. Next up we have the Shimmer. Now this is like the different version of Glimmer, and it's like a really low chance from hatching from a nest, and it turns some of the body parts into neon just like the Glimmer, except it's different. I don't know what it's different on, but glowing patches are different than that of Glimmer creatures, so I don't know. Maybe it's like a different color or something. Next up we have a very rare one, and this is like the rarest one of the rarest mutations in the game, and this is the Shadow mutation. Now this Shadow mutation, you don't get it from nesting, and that's what makes it even rarer and more valuable, because you have to grow your creature to age 67, and then it's only a 0.1% chance, which is nothing. This makes your creature neon black. Like, it's just, I mean, Melanistic is like a different version of it, which is why I think the Shadow should get like maybe a different material or something to make it more special, but it's basically just black. And a lot of people recreate this with their creatures by just making the creature black and tricking people into thinking it's a shadow. But yeah, it basically makes you a shadow. Next up we have Diamond, which is also one of the very rare ones. Now this diamond mutation, it basically makes you a diamond. It gives you like a combination of colors like turquoise and blue and white or something. It just makes you look like a diamond. And it has a texture that makes you look reflected. It doesn't show much on this Kuruku here, but it's a very rare nesting thingy mutation. Now I think we can actually move on to the special mutations. For the special mutations, we have the Smore. Now, Smore, it basically makes you like a marshmallow, a s'more marshmallow, I don't know. But basically, there's a plushie called the Smore Cat plushie. And you get this through a code that you can't get anymore, I'm pretty sure. This gives you a higher chance of getting the Smore mutation, I think, and I think it's what allows you to get it in the first place. And it gives you a higher chance to nest someone with s'mores, or it gives you a chance to become Smore when you're an elder. Next up, we have Bewitched. Now, this is a very cool mutation that I actually have on my Tailong here. Now, this Bewitched thingy gives you like a combination of green and purple and pink colors to make you look like, I think like the cauldrons that the witches do. I don't know. You know, like when they mix the stuff. Yeah, you get the point. This one you need the Magic Frog plushie for, and it does the same effect as the S'more thingy. Now for the Halloween mutations. For the Halloween mutations, we have 3: the Ghostly and the Zombified and the Headless, I think, and I'm gonna show them now. I believe this Ghosty mutation is like the rarest mutation in the game, and it basically makes your creature like green, like light green and whatever. Some body parts will be invisible, like they will be force field basically. You can only get the Halloween mutations on Halloween, obviously. But I must say one thing that is very important. Now, a lot of people are gonna think that a diamond is such a rare mutation and whatever, but you can get it all year. You can get it anytime. Anyone can get it. But something like Ghosty, it's only available through Halloween, so it's actually getting rarer over time until the next Halloween, I think. Next up, we have Zombified, which actually very much looks like the Overgrown, and this is another Halloween nesting thingy. Magic Frog plushie gives you a boost on this, and this basically makes you look like a zombie. Yeah. This looks very beautiful. Finally, we have a very special one. It's called Headless. And this one basically makes your head and your neck like invisible, basically. Not fully invisible, obviously, because that would be weird. But it makes it like dark and transparent, basically. Now we can move on to the monthly mutations. So every month, like for example, March there's Clover, February there's, I don't know, like they make it based on the season. For November we have the Harvest. Now this makes you look like one of those hay fields in the farm. I don't know, but it makes you yeah, like a grassy thing. I really don't like this mutation. I like the idea of it. I just don't like what it looks like. It looks for the December mutations, we have Cold Chunk and Frostburn. Now, these are like the winter thingies, and this one, this Cold Chunk, it makes your entire body like a glassy black shade, basically. The Melanistic and the Cold Chunk and the Shadow are very similar to each other, honestly. I wouldn't even be able to tell them apart. It's only by the eyes. But this one makes you completely black. Like, it doesn't even make your eyes glow or anything. But Frostburn is one that I very much like, and it makes your body like icy, basically. It gives you like shades of blue and white and whatever. And I really love this one, actually. It makes every creature like, it gives every creature the ability to be like winter themed, and I really like it. You can get it through growth and nesting. For the February mutation, we have Blossom. Now this one, I think it's because like it's where spring starts. I'm not really sure, but it makes your creature spring, basically. It makes it like pink and spring. This one you get from hatching from a nest, and I kind of actually like the Blossom one. I like the ones that, you know, really fit the season. I don't like the stuff from like Harvest and Zombified. They look kind of ugly. Final mutation, and this is the newest one since the upload of this video. Where is it? Where is it? I'm gonna look for it. It's the Clover. Now this is the March one, and this just came out actually. I mean, in the upload of this video. But this one makes you basically a clover, like a 4-leaf clover. It makes, not literally, but it makes your creature like dark green, green and white. And it's a percent from hatching from a nest. Obviously, we don't know what that percentage is. Yeah, mutations are very cool, honestly, in my opinion, and they make the game a lot more unique. The only thing I don't like is the fact that mutations, you can like recreate them. Like this Bewitched thing, it's really special, right? But anyone could just make a creature like this color. You can even make it look better, like on your own, you know. If there was a way they could make like mutations actually look special, like when people look at you, they'll know you're a mutation. But if you're like a Cold Chunk, they just see a black creature.